welcome back everyone for some more Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game for the NES. And now we're off to Scene 6, which takes place... It looks like some kind of dojo setting, which, if you look at the beginning of the scene, I think this is actually supposed to be a part of the factory. And as you can see, to start off with are more foot soldiers and that, but, I actually quite like this scene, not only because I enjoy looking at the dojo setting, but there's also some new and interesting enemies here, such as these guys. I don't know what they're supposed to be, but I think they're pretty cool. They're almost like super foot soldiers in a way, but they're kind of like... They almost kind of look like mutant robots of some sort. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but they kind of look like big mechanical gorillas dressed up as foot soldiers, and I think they're pretty cool. And you know what, come to think of it, I'm beginning to wonder if these aren't the same guys that were in Turtles 1, where you hit them and they turn into the little enemies, but just a different variety. But I don't know, but I think they're pretty cool. Of course, the old opening the door trick will release more foot soldiers. But yeah, we're getting down to the final stretch of this game here, and this is the penultimate scene in the game, and of course I'm sure everybody can guess what the final scene involves, or where the setting is, but as you see the skyline in the background there, and watch out for that part, especially with the foot soldiers coming out. There's not really too much to talk about concerning this part. See right there, there's more foot soldiers coming up out of the floor. Just as long as you play with caution, which if you manage to get this far, then probably played with enough caution as it is, but you shouldn't experience too many problems, at least in the first part of this scene. Of course, I was jumping here to make sure there wasn't any booby traps or anything, but yeah, the first half of the scene isn't too bad. It gets kind of, I can't say tricky, but it gets kind of tedious and a little bit frustrating later on in the scene. You'll see where I was going so far to the right here in a minute, but as you can see, it's just pretty much nuisance stuff so far with just foot soldiers and those mutants. I guess I don't know what they are, big gorilla people, but yeah, not really too much to say here. See, right here, this is why, of course, I got hit right there, but watch out for these bamboo sticks, or else you'll end up getting, you may end up finding yourself having a difficult time getting past those. Now, here's a very irritating part of the scene. I don't like this whatsoever, dealing with these tigers, because it seems like they take forever to take down and a lot of hits. And good luck trying to do any kind of jump kick on them, because they won't work as far as I know. You just have to make sure that you anticipate where they're gonna be and just keep on hitting them with your weapon. And doing a special attack with the A plus B doesn't really seem to help much either, which is a surprise considering that is your special attack, but yeah, these tigers are really irritating. I think they could have done without this. And right here, I was on my last life, and I really didn't want to get hit too many times. It'd be interesting to see what that banner says in the background. I have to look that up, but very funny if it had something to do with pizza. But yeah, I like the setting in here. See, I got rid of the first tiger there, but I really like this concept of the dojo setting. Which I think technically this is part of the secret factory that Shredder and the Foot Clan have, but I'm not exactly, I don't know that for sure, but I'll have to look that up. Or if you know for sure and you want to leave a comment, please do that too, because as I try to deal with these, this irritating tiger here. Luckily, this is the only time in the scene where you have to fight these things, because they really are tedious. It's about time. And these things are really irritating too. And good luck trying to do a jump kick on these things too, because every time you try to do a jump kick, these things will blast you out of to smithereens while you're in midair. Your best bet is to try to just swat at them and hope you don't take too much damage. Yeah, just keep on swatting them like that. If you can get them in a corner, that's great, but sometimes they just blast you out of the way anyway. Getting to the last part of the scene here. See, I don't know what these guys are supposed to be, like gorilla foot soldiers or something. I think they're pretty cool. And this is the only scene in the game where you see them in, so... But yeah, as long as you do your special attack, they only take 2 hits, but if you use your normal attack, they take around 3 to 4 hits. Of course, I was really relieved that I was able to get another extra life, because I was getting right down to the wire there. Of course, you're gonna find out that extra life really doesn't help me much, especially going towards the boss of the scene, but yeah, I was kind of postponed the inevitable, but at the same time that I was really happy to see that, so... As you probably found out throughout watching this playthrough, if you have indeed watched this playthrough, every 200 points that you get an extra life. So, right now I managed to win 3 extra lives because I have over 600 points. And that pizza was a very welcome sight too. Of course, then again, it's postponed the inevitable just because of how tough this boss of the scene is, but just gotta deal with a few more foot soldiers, and that's pretty much it. And we are gonna be off to fight the boss, which I think this guy is awesome. He is called the Shogun, and as you can see here, even though I think this guy's awesome, I think this guy is a real pain in the neck to try to fight, because you can't really do any close range attacks without him swatting you with his halberd, and you can't really do jump kicks without his head floating around and either shooting at you or just flying into you. But I think this guy, you know, I would have loved to have had an action figure on this guy, because I think he would have been probably my favorite action figure. And he and Tora are the only 2 bosses in this game that weren't featured in the animated series, nor did they get their own action figures, so... As you can see here, he pretty much made quick work of me, and that was my game over. But the good thing is, you do get to see what the continue screen looks like. What it looks like, unlike in my Totals 3, where I didn't have to use any continues. But, as you can see here, I just skipped ahead, you know. Instead of showing you the whole level over again, I'm just gonna pick up where I left off trying to fight the Shogun here. Trying to finish him off. Just a few more hits here and he should be done. As long as he doesn't stop killing me. Oh my god. Yeah, that's like I said in the past video. I don't know why they couldn't have come up with a better sound effect. Though I think that death animation is awesome. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. And so thank you for watching, and I will see you again next time for the Technodrome.